Okay, so today we're going to be doing a 303 acid style sound with Sylenth VST. Sylenth is a very nice warm VST. You can get some very nice characteristic sounds coming out of it. So I already have it loaded up here with a clip enabled live. It's just a single note coming in through Sylenth. And we have Sylenth right here. It's on default setting. So what we want to do first is set both our oscillators. Sylenth has 4 oscillators routed into each other to create 2 signals. We're only going to use one section, part A, so we can come here to the mixer and bring mix B down. Bring down the volume just a little bit. We'll have a chance to bring it back later. So let's set this oscillator to saw wave as well. First one's already set there by default. And let's bring the volume on this one just slightly down. Bring the stereo down. Let's crank up the phase. Just as well, let's crank up the phase here too. And we can start working from there. This is what our single note sounds like coming in with these settings. Completely horrible, I know. But we're going to turn that into an acid style sound. So let's just give it a little bit of decay here. Slight bits of release. And now let's see, we have here in the filter section oscillator A routing into filter A. Let's turn that into a low pass. Let's just drag that here. Already the character has changed. Okay. Next thing we want to do is add a little bit of resonance to that. Maybe bring down the cutoff slightly. Let's crank the resonance just a bit more right there. Bring this one up as well. And we have already closer to the 303 acid sound. You might want to bring your filter and put it on warm drive here. It'll give it a little bit more character. But another one of the things we want to do is bring this oscillator down 1 octave to give it a little bit of fatness. Just put those 2 tones together. Let's check that again. You can hear it there as it loops, how it bleeps again. That's the attack. What you mainly want to do to get that acid style sound is you want to use an arpeggiator. You could just do one here in Ableton and do it into the clip, but we can just use Sylenth to create our acid line. Let's switch on arpeggiator here. Let's set it to step here in mode and velocity step plus key. Now you want to keep the octave at 1, set the timing to something like 16ths, and open up that gate to 60 something. I like that setting. So here you're going to have 2 pages of sequencing for your arpeggiator. I'm just going to set it to something I think is going to sound good. So let's transpose here. Something like this. Let's get it nice and dynamic to keep our acid line interesting. Let's also do something with the velocities. I'll keep this one at 100, bring this one just slightly down. Gonna bring this one way down. Keep those 2 sort of there. Let's add holds on the notes. That'll give it a nice swingy note change. It's gonna really give it an extra boost. Over here you can activate, deactivate that. It's like a note slide. So then we come here, do a little more of this. Set it to 7. Already we're going to have a very varied sound as compared to what we had earlier. Another thing we're going to want to do is give it a little bit of modulation, just to give it that nice acidy character. So with this envelope modified more or less like this, you can hear the difference. So what that's doing is it's sending modulation envelope into the cutoff of the filter to give it that tweaky sound every time it's hitting. So let's just play with this sound a little bit. I already like where this is going. You could do a few more things if you wanted to give it a bit of a grittier character. You could use the distortion unit that's in here. You'll hear the difference right away. That sounds about right. So we already have a pretty decent acid line here that we can turn into a tune. I can just close Sylenth, and I already have prepared here a good amount of 909 drums. So let's check out what that sounds like. You can even go ahead and do something like adding some delay or more dynamics. And you'll hear the cutoff fade in and out in the delay. There you have it, acid line and Sylenth. Take this, play with it, and see you next time.